Hi guys, welcome back to another project video. Well, there's one of my surprises. As you remember on previous videos, I did actually sell that L322 to my good friend John, who used it for about 6-7 months. Did I say 6-7 months? It might have been 3 or 4. I think it was 3 or 4 months. Sorry, I tell a lie. And basically the car ended up having an issue with the gearbox. Now when I gave the car to John, I did say, listen, I think it needs a gearbox oil service. He did 3,000 miles in the car, and then suddenly they ended up having the trans fail safe issue with it. Still one of the best cars I've ever bought for £1,000. We did do the gearbox oil service and it is going again. I've just had to put a new battery on it. Now John since then bought a Defender and then sold me this car back. There will be a full video update coming on that car, what I paid back for it, what it owes me, what else I'm going to do to the car. But today we are not going to be talking about that video. I'm going to be showing you this. That is my 1993 Range Rover LSE Vogue, or Vogue LSE. And for those who know what this car is, yes, it is a rare car. It is basically a classic Range Rover. It is a 4.2 litre V8, so it's from the normal derived 3.9 litre V8 fuel injected, obviously then just, you know, got bought out to 4.2, 200 horsepower. I think it's about 250 pounds-foot of torque. Beautiful car. This is actually finished in Ardners green. Really lovely colour when it's not dusty and covered in bird poo. I've got the correct wheels for it. I have actually bought a set of wheels that I'm getting refurbished of my friend Tom, who has Tom's Body Scuffs and Paint. And yeah, so I think I got a bargain with this because it was sitting in a barn for 12 years. 12 years. That was it there. Like I said, I mean, we've got a sunny day today and you can sort of see the pearl metallic on this beautiful colour. That's one of the original wheels, but obviously it comes with mismatched wheels. Chassis is actually in quite good condition, with it being dry barn stored for as long as what it was. It is actually generally in very good condition. The rear door frames, they always rot, and these have rotted out because the LSE, I believe, was 108.9 inches, I think, and the standard Range Rover was 99 inches on the wheelbase. So what they did was they extended this door here. I love this beautiful tobacco tan leather interior. I love this. Wait till you see this, folks. This here, look at that hinge. Oh my god. And it just goes back. Look at the way it goes back, man. Oh, this is definitely my keeper car. This definitely my keeper car. And look how much leg room is in there as well. It's ridiculous how much leg room you can get in there. I love the carpets on the doors. I love how the pockets have got little carpets in. Now, what I was just saying about the door there, you can see there, obviously the door is where the join is. That's where it started to rot out. I'm just going to basically box that off. The actual door itself, aluminium. The skin is aluminium. This here is obviously steel, that's why it rots out, but I think a bit of box section steel. The arches aren't too bad. Like, I mean, literally, I'm pulling on that arch there and it's not that bad, it's just crusty. Floor, somebody has actually, because the dry stored this, somebody's taken the time to look at the floor in this, and look, it's all painted. I mean, like, you can see a little bit of corrosion there, which just aluminium oxidization, but the entire floor is absolutely mint. Underneath, it does need a bit of a scrub up and an under seal. I'm just going to close this door gently. More rust falling out, brilliant. Yeah, so it is a nice example for restoration, absolutely. because the chassis is in very good condition. And like I said, I will need an upper tailgate, I'll need a lower tailgate, because I believe this is definitely foregone this. But yeah, I've actually known the past two previous owners. We'll just have a little look into here. Like I said, you can sort of see it's crusty, but it's not like got any holes in. I mean, that's the floor pan there. As you can see, the floor pan is pretty good. I mean, the sills, I would say the sills definitely need a replacing, but you can actually get the long wheelbase LSE sills now. But yeah, I don't think it's too bad. Obviously we'll need an exhaust system. I'll probably go stainless. With it being an LSE, this is the air tank here. Well, sorry, one of the air tanks. I think there's an air tank on the other side as well for the suspension. LSE was the first Range Rover Classic which had adaptive electronic air suspension. Now what that meant is that the suspension over a certain mile an hour dropped on the motorways, so it was actually quite a good little thing back in the day. However, I am happy that this has had a full coil suspension kit. I mean, even look, even the arches are really good. I believe I found a good example here, folks, and I didn't pay a massive amount of money for this either. You know, got a little bit of a leak there, I think, from the transfer box, but you know, nothing to really worry about. But yeah, I think that sill, yeah, I think two sills. The rear cross member came in the car. You've probably seen that before in the video, as I've just opened this door here. I do love all these wood door cabins. I think they are brilliant, absolutely brilliant. But yeah, this is it. Love the clocks, the interior. I'm not expecting these to work because these always seem to fail. That's the rear cross member. I should really put that somewhere so it's not damaging the interior, but I've got zero places to put it. All of the sill plates are in the actual boot of the car, so that's not to worry about. At the moment it isn't running, but I have seen a video of this car running, and what's happened is the top of the tank, there's like a fuel sender, little hole cuts out, same with Discoveries. Now sometimes those fuel senders, they basically have a fuel pump in the bottom and then the sender at the top, and they have usually plastic prongs coming out. So what's happened is these have snapped, and obviously with it being so old and parked up in a barn, it's basically the fuel lines have just started to perish really badly. So as soon as they fixed one leak, it just started again. So I've basically bought a brand new fuel pump and top hat, and then from there bought 20 meters of 8mm fuel hose and new inline fuel filter, full service kit. So yeah, but there she is, folks, my 4.2 LSE long wheelbase Vogue, and honestly I'm absolutely over the moon with that car. Absolutely over the moon with that car. Look how that compares in wheelbase size from that to the new one, because the new one is a bit of a beast, but I don't think the wheelbase is all that. Is it bigger? Not too sure. I'll have to have a little Google on that. But yeah, so yeah, this is coming back into my ownership. Little L322, needs a battery, needs a bit of love. John put it through its MOT, but I think now it's going to need probably a bit of welding on its MOT, next MOT, just on the sill areas. But yeah, I've still got the tailgate for it, which I gave to John. So upper tailgate will get fitted. Those rear quarter arches there, and in the interior door shuts, they'll be getting welded. It runs sweet as a nut. I've never sort of really realised, but a lot of the electrical issues that I had with this car, what basically happened was John, he sort of fixed so many of the electrical issues just by electrical contact and spray the actual fuse box. So you just pull the fuse out, clean them up, put electrical contact spray on, and then just literally putting them on, and everything seemed to be working. 3 amigos are now off. But what we did realise is the battery that's on the car, I believe the battery is a little bit too low in power. Not because it's going low with the battery going dead. The battery on here is 95 AH, so that's amperage per hour. What it needs is, because it has so many electrical systems, CAN bus and so on and so forth, the recommended is 110. So I've bought a Exide 110 amp an hour battery. I think that's got like 920, 950 cold cranking amps, so it's a big old battery, but it is going to be worth it. And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't pay a massive amount of money for that battery as well. So but yeah, I have to say, I'd love to have the classic, the L322, and in the middle a P30 Air Force. What do you think? I think I should do that, get that one done. That, believe it or not, that looks like it might need a lot of work, but it doesn't. I mean, the light boxes, they've been wax oiled before, so the light boxes are actually in good condition. All this here, you know, it's a bit crusty, but like I said, a quick wire wheel and a quick dose of Hammerite or whatever, you know, like I said, it's actually in fairly good condition. I honestly believe if it was on somebody's grass for what, 12 years, or outside for 12 years, it would have been rotten as a pear. But with it being dry stored in the heated barn for 10-12 years, then yeah. And I believe it failed its MOT in early 2012, or it never got renewed. This was taxed up until the 31st of the 10th 12, but I think it came off earlier on in that year. So yeah, dry stored LSE, can't wait. So there we have it, folks, a little quick update on the project channel, and also what we're going to be doing with our cars. We've still got the blue Discovery, which was on last week's video. I'm going to be doing a couple of little cheeky videos on that one before I put it up for sale, because it will be getting put up for sale. And I've got another little nice project, which again doesn't need a lot of work. I've still got the L200, yep, the L200 K74. I've still got that, guys. I know a lot of people are asking for an update on that one. I've literally got all the body panels, all the underneath is done. I've put genuine Monroe Adventure shock absorbers all around. It's had the underside done. It's all been nicely recommissioned. It drives lovely. Just waiting on the time belt kit getting fitted, and then it'll be going in to get painted in Raptor, and then going to be getting a wheel refurbishment as well. So yeah, so that will be coming on the channel. I know we seem to have quite a few Land Rovers on the channel at the minute, so yeah, but like I said, I love Land Rovers. I've suddenly had this amazing passion for owning them. So yeah, so I hope you really are enjoying the channel. Like I said, there's going to be much more content coming up on the project L322, as well as this little beauty, the Range Rover Vogue LSE. So yeah, if you haven't already, please like, share and subscribe to the channel, and I shall see you later, folks. Cheers out, bye bye.